Next, Russian MPs have adopted in the first reading a law introducing harsher punishments for convicted paedophiles. Child abusers could face up to 20 years in prison or chemical castration in case the bill is passed.
It comes amid figures showing that the number of paedophiles is on the rise here in Russia. Prime Time's Lindsay France has more details on this. Lindsay, good evening. Could you please give us a bit more details about this bill?
Yes, this bill is aimed at toughening punishment for those who perpetrate crimes against children who are younger than 14 years of age. And the criminal must be at least 18 years of age or older. Now, if a crime is recommitted, it could mean now, according to this bill, life imprisonment. On top of that, it will also introduce a ban on suspended and deferred sentences, as well as the option of chemical castration coupled with mental health evaluations by an expert. Now, a Duma deputy who signed on to this and who supports this bill actually shed a little more light on the details of it. Let's listen.
It also allows medical interventions based on a medical examination and a court's sanction. The results of the examination will be used to decide if the criminal can be released earlier. But before that's even considered, the person will have to serve 4/5 of the sentence instead of the current 2/3.
Lindsay, as I understand it, this isn't the first time either that such changes are actually being considered by the Duma deputies.
Yeah, that's right. The investigative committee actually broached this subject last spring, and it's been widely talked about ever since then as a new way to combat this growing crime here in Russia. Not only that, but as far as this bill itself is concerned, there's actually one very similar to it in the Duma as we speak. But as far as this bill is concerned, all four factions of the Duma rallied in support of it. We're talking the United Russia Party, the Communists, the Liberal Democratic Party, and a Just Russia Party. So this was something that was welcomed very quickly by all four factions of the Duma.
What are the statistics for such crimes?
Well, according to the Duma's Health Committee, the rates of pedophilia have grown in the last 10 years between 3 and 4 times. Now, the Interior Ministry says that as of January 1st, 2010, 10,500 people have been imprisoned for crimes relating to pedophilia, and the number is just growing. Now, the question remains, is it because there's better investigations going on, or because pedophilia itself is actually growing and more people are being attracted to it? That's a question that remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure is that those adults who are perpetrating these crimes against children and violating them in this sort of way will have a very, very big price to pay when they're found out if this bill passes.
Okay, we're just hearing how Russian lawmakers have okayed phase 1 of a bill that would promote harsher punishments for convicted paedophiles.